the first topic is frictional electricity. What is the frictional electricity? Suppose we have a fountain pen and we rub this pen with the wool coat. We have wool coats. We wear this in winters. So suppose we rub that pen with the wool cloth. Then what will happen? This pen will get a property. What property? That it starts attracting small light pieces of paper because they have less weight, very less weight. So it starts attracting the pieces of the paper, or we can say the straw. Okay. So the property it gains, that it apply force on the other object. Now this property that it can apply force is the electricity. इसी को हम बोलेंगे electricity. Now because the electricity is produced due to rubbing, because we rub the pen with our cloth or with our wool coat, so it is due to rubbing, or we can say friction, because when we rub anything then friction is produced. You have studied this in 11th class about the friction. Now here the property it gains is due to rubbing, because before rubbing it cannot attract that pieces of paper. After rubbing it gains this property. So the property is produced or developed after rubbing, so that's why its name is frictional electricity. इसका नाम जो है वो क्या रख दिया गया? Frictional electricity, or we can say static electricity. It is also known as static electricity. So definition: the property of rubbed substances to exert force is called electricity, and the electricity developed by rubbing or friction, so it is called frictional electricity or static electricity. Now further, if we move to the next topic, is the electric charge. So here what we see, that pen start attracting the object, light objects like paper. So why it starts attracting? Why it start exerting force? So there is some reason. So what is why so property is produced in this? Why electricity property is produced in this? So that is due to the charge. Now suppose we have any glass object, we rub it with a silk cloth. We have a rod of glass, any rod of glass, and we rub it with a silk cloth. Then what will happen? After rubbing, as we know that there is some property is produced in that object. After rubbing, the electricity produced after rubbing. So frictional electricity is produced after rubbing. So when we rub the glass with the silk cloth, then there must be any property produced in this glass or in this silk that it can exert force. Definitely there will be some property produced, developed in glass or wood. Now what is the reason behind this? The reason is due to transfer of charge. That the charge is transferred from one body, one object to the another object. Like if I rub the glass with the silk, then what will happen? The transfer of charge from silk to the glass, or maybe glass to the silk. It is also possible. But the transfer of charge is must. There will be definitely there will be transfer of charge. Now, if we rub the glass with the silk, the glass will become positive and silk will become negative. So, as we know, unlike charges attract to each other, so glass will start attracting the silk object, silk cloth. So likewise, we can also define the electric charge. So what is the basic property, what is the basic particle in the material which is transferred? So that is the, we know that electron or proton, these are the fundamental charges in the material, in the atoms. So transfer of charge means there may be transfer of electron or there may be transfer of proton, because electrons are lighter, so we can say that electrons are transferred. Now if any object, like if we say I am writing here, if we suppose rub the glass and the cylinder, then if this glass gets the positive charge and this glass gets the negative charge, now what will happen? These start attracting. Now suppose if I get a positive rod of glass, this is a positive rod of glass and this is a positive rod of another glass, this is also glass, this is also glass, then what will happen? There will be repulsion in this. यहाँ पे क्या होगा? There will be attraction. Why? Because glass is positive, silk is negative. But here both are positive, so there will be repulsion. So here we can define the charge. So charge क्या है? Charge is the property of this glass or this silk. Charge is the property of this glass or this silk, by virtue of which it can apply force on each other. ये एक दूसरे के ऊपर जो है फोर्स लगा सकते हैं, ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी है. किसके अंदर है ये प्रॉपर्टी? ये उस मटेरियल के अंदर है. और क्यों है? ड्यू टू द फंडामेंटल चार्जेस, दैट इज द इलेक्ट्रॉन और प्रोटॉन. सो डिफाइन डेफिनेशन. It is the intrinsic property of fundamental particles. It is the intrinsic property of fundamental particles like electron, proton, which are present in the object. तो basically जो force लगेगा यहाँ पे वो किसके कारण होगा? That is due to the fundamental particles like electron or proton. So here this is because of fundamental particles that object can exert force on each other. क्योंकि यहाँ पे glass and silk attracting each other, here glass and glass repelling each other, so they are applying force on each other. So why they are applying force? That is due to the charges. That is due to the charges. So this is the definition of charge. After that we have electrostatic. What's electrostatic? Electrostatic, it is the branch of physics in which we study about the stationary charges. ये एक फिजिक्स की ब्रांच है जिसमें हम स्टडी करते हैं इसकी चार्ज जो कि रेस्ट में है. When the charge is at rest, the study of that stationary charge is known as electricity. Simple words. We use this in various applications like in cathode rays, and also we have seen this on the when teacher writes on a blackboard by chalk. So chalk attracted towards the board, because when we rub the chalk on the board, charge is developed, so that's why that the chalk जो है वो बोर्ड के साथ वो चिपक जाता है. So there are also many applications of electrostatic. So this is about our three topics. One is frictional electricity, second is electric charges, and third is electrostatic. Next we have types of electric charges. Now as we know, there are two types of electric charges. One is positive and other is negative. Now, why any object gets the charge? Because if we see the glass and silk, after rubbing the glass and silk, glass becomes positive, silk becomes negative. What happens there? That there is the transfer of charge. Means electrons are transferred from glass to silk. So जिसके पास ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन आ जाएंगे वो नेगेटिव हो जाएगा. And the object which has deficiency of the electron, that will become the positive. So here glass it becomes the positive because it has deficiency of electron, but silk has it becomes the negative. Why? Because the electrons are transferred from the glass to the silk material. Now similarly we have two types of positive and negative. So why glass become positive or silk become negative? That I have answered that due to transfer of electron. जिसके पास ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन वो नेगेटिव बन जाएगा और जिसके पास कम इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे that will become the positive. Now if we want to define positive or negative, what is positive charge and what is negative charge? Definition क्या होगी इसकी? Definition is that positive charge is the charge on glass material when we rub this glass with the silk. Means कि जब हम ग्लास को सिल्क के साथ जो है रब करेंगे, then जो भी चार्ज जो है ग्लास के ऊपर आएगा that will be the positive charge. ये definition होगी किसकी? positive charge. Negative charge की सुनो. When we rub plastic with the wool, when we rub the plastic with the wool material, then whatever the charge comes on the plastic material, that will be the negative charge. Again repeating, when we rub plastic and wool, then whatever the charge comes from the plastic material, that is the negative charge. Okay, so these are the definition of positive and negative. So